Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is India of the 21st century, aspiring to be a world leader, a vibrant rural India that has been the backbone of India's economy. But one virus and a calamitous response from the administration has thrown rural India into a complete tizzy. Horrendous images of bodies floating in the Ganges, unfortunately, will be leaving a lasting image on the minds of 134 crore Indians about rural India. This apathy is beyond criminal. Every official, right from the panchayat to the district magistrate to the chief minister, have turned a blind eye, pretending that these images just do not exist. They're hoping that this episode will just float away, just like the bodies that are being dumped into the rivers. With lack of facilities to cremate, with rising prices of wood for the cremations, what do you expect the poorest of the poor to do? This must end tonight. This is something that must shake up our souls, ladies and gentlemen. Make every official and every neta accountable for leaving these poor people in the lurch. Unless you give them their dignity in death, no shimmery image of India will change the perception that it is finding itself in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is my colleague Shyam Sundar Sushobit, who's getting you a detailed ground report. Watch this, India, because this is something that will really touch your conscience.
Right now I am at Rani Ghat, which is also in Chausa in Buxar district of Bihar. Now right behind me you can see the river Ganga here. Now this is said to be the border of UP and Bihar, and on the other side of the bank of the river, which visuals you can see on your television, is the Ghazipur district of Bihar. वो लाशें आ रही हैं, आप लोग यहाँ के स्थानीय हैं, क्या कहना है, कहाँ से आ रही हैं?
हम लोग की लाश इधर यूपी से आ रही है, हम लोग के यहाँ तो लाश नहीं मिलती है, वो जो आती है पूरा गहमर बारे पूरा धके वो तेज पानी से जाता है, हम लोग के यहाँ लाश यहाँ नहीं रुकती है.
Well, as we speak at this Rani Ghat, I can clearly show you visuals of how dead bodies are scattered here. There are 2-3 dead bodies very close to my eye here. Now you can clearly see that these dead bodies have come on the bank of this river. Now since day before yesterday, 100 bodies were recovered from the Mahadev Ghat, and that was the reason why the administration woke up.
We have disposed around 71 bodies, and as far as the bodies are concerned, we have maintained that the bodies are not from the Buxar. We have already said that the body has flown from the upstream of the river. We have got around 8 to 10 bodies stuck in the Mahajal. The body were in decomposed state, so it was not possible to do COVID test. However, we have done inquest also, and the PM was also conducted, and as medical team has reported that since body is quite decomposed, so it was not possible to ascertain the cause of the death.
ये कौन है? Well, the legitimate question on the news hour tonight is just one. Who denied them their dignity in death? That's the question that's haunting every Indian tonight, and that's the debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining the debate tonight is Ajay Alok of the JDU, joining Gaurav Bhatia. Also with me tonight is Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, and Mr. Chitranjan Gagan of the RJD joining the debate tonight. I want to ask you, Mr. Ajay Alok, ये बॉडीज बक्सर में गंगा के किनारे इस तरह से मिल रही हैं, ना कोई जांच कर रहा है कि कोविड था नहीं था, किसी को दफनाया जा रहा है, किसी को जलाया जा रहा है. No study, and look at the statistics, because after all that's what administrations look at. ये इंसान थोड़ी हैं, ये किसी के माँ बाप या किसी के बहन भाई या बेटे थोड़ी हैं, ये तो नंबर है 71 डेड बॉडीज फाउंड और इनको हमने डिस्पोज ऑफ कर दिया. अजय आलोक, डिग्निटी इन डेथ भी नहीं है अब इस महामारी में. हाउ डू यू एक्सप्लेन व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन नॉट जस्ट इन बिहार बट ऑल्सो इन उत्तर प्रदेश?
Well, Navika, it's not a question of what's happening in UP or in Bihar. This is the most cruel thing humanity can say, that even in death, dignity is not maintained. It's fine that the bodies have been found on the banks of Buxar River Ganga. But the question arises that who were the ones who did it? Were they forced to? Or they couldn't find any crematorium ground? They couldn't find any place to bury? They couldn't find the logs, wooden logs to lit the fire or whatever. I mean, just imagine the situation that they would have been dumped in Ganga. And this is the cruel story of the pandemic. Now, as an administration, naturally the postmortem was done, but the COVID test was not conducted because of the decomposed state of the body. And in the postmortem, it came to know that the bodies are 4 to 5 days old. Naturally, after being in the water for 4 to 5 days, bodies must have been swollen and they were led on the banks. Now, what is the problem? That you can't blame anyone from where these bodies came. It's still a question. We have contacted, the Buxar administration has contacted the neighboring Uttar Pradesh district. They also don't have any clue. So who did it? किसने किया, कैसे किया, ये सबसे बड़ा प्रश्न है.
Nobody has a clue. So बिहार में किसी को क्लू नहीं है, उत्तर प्रदेश में क्लू नहीं है. मिस्टर गगन जी ये कह रहे हैं कि किसी को पता नहीं है, ऐसा हुआ, ये महामारी की गलती है. अब एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन क्या कर सकती है? कहां से आया, क्यों आया, वहां क्रिमेशन के लिए जगह नहीं थी या लकड़ी नहीं थी, किसी को कुछ नहीं पता, इसलिए आप किसी को दोष नहीं दे सकते. क्या आप इस आर्ग्यूमेंट से सहमत है?
इतना शर्मनाक आर्गूमेंट है डॉक्टर साहब, डॉक्टर अजय आलोक का. सवाल यह है कि कहां से आया या किसकी जिम्मेवारी. इतनी बड़ी संख्या में एक जगह पर, वहां पर बक्सर में सब मिला, 72 सब वहां पर मिला, उसके बाद में फिर यूपी में मिला. लेकिन हम लोग तो पहले से भी कह रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर आंकड़ा जो है, आंकड़ा के साथ हेराफेरी किया जा रहा है. आंकड़ा में इतना हेराफेरी किया जा रहा है, जो जनून है, जो वास्तविक जितने लोग मर रहे हैं उनकी संख्या को छुपाया जा रहा है. और जो रिपोर्ट आ रही है वह तो वही है जो हॉस्पिटल में है, कहीं एडमिट है. लेकिन गांव में जिस ढंग से महामारी फैल चुका है, गांव में लोग मर चुके हैं, बहुत लोगों का जांच नहीं हुआ है और यह भी पता नहीं है कि कोविड से मरे हैं या और दूसरा कोई बीमारी है. और जो स्थिति हो गई है, स्मशान घाट पर लंबी लंबी लाइन लगा हुआ है, कहीं जगह नहीं मिल रहा है. और जिस ढंग से मैंने मानवता इतना संसार भी हो सकता है, कल्पना नहीं कर सकती हैं. और उससे ही बड़ा बात यह देखिए कि सबको जो सब है, देखने से लग रहा है कि कहीं ना कहीं वह हिंदू का सब है और उसको आज जो है सो दफना दिया गया. मतलब कि जेसीबी से गड्ढा खोदकर उसमें दफना दिया गया. एक हिंदू संस्कृति का जो रीति रिवाज है उसकी भी
सबसे बड़ा मजहब, गगन जी, सबसे बड़ा मजहब तो इंसानियत है. इनको तो इंसान के तरीके से, अरे हिंदू मुस्लिम तो छोड़ दीजिए, इनको तो इंसान के तरीके से ना जीने का हक मिला ना मरने का. एंड गौरव भाटिया, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन आई वांट टू आस्क यू. हिंदू था, दफना दिया गया है, गगन जी कह रहे हैं. मैं कह रही हूं हिंदू था या मुस्लिम था या सिख था या ईसाई था, जो भी था, हमने तो उसे इंसान जैसी मौत भी नहीं दी. किस तरह से you've seen these dead bodies, इंसान की तरह भी ट्रीट नहीं किया. no dignity in death. And it's right. In the rural areas, what are the numbers? What are the kind of medicines, treatments, testing that is going on? What's going on in rural India? Are we still in denial about the community spread of this pandemic? Gaurav Bhatia, I want to ask you, what about the administration? What about the administration? Are we only going to say Buxar, Bihar, 71 bodies, 71 bodies, Balia, UP, decayed bodies floating in Ganga, Hamirpur, Uttar Pradesh, bodies found floating in Yamuna, Ghazipur, bodies wash up banks of Ganga, Nandanpur, Madhya Pradesh, dozens of bodies float in the Runj river. Today, some reports coming even from other states. Gaurav Bhatia, what are we doing to manage the situation here? The country needs some answers.
Navika, this is heartbreaking and unacceptable. As you very rightly said, that these dead people, they are our brothers and sisters, they are Indian citizens, irrespective of the state from which the bodies have flown down. And I must say that they deserve dignity. Even when they were alive, when we failed them, and after death, surely, the dead bodies cannot be treated like this. And therefore, I would say that responsibility needs to be fixed. The administration needs to answer, and this can't be defended. And I must add to that, the centre has intervened. It has asked the state government to give a report in 14 days and also ensure that in future such things don't happen. And to me as a citizen, whether it was a Hindu or a Muslim, Sikh or a Christian, as you rightly said, it makes no difference. But they did not get the dignity they deserved. And therefore, we need to ensure that even in the rural
what
areas...
about Uttar Pradesh? What about Uttar Pradesh? What about Uttar Pradesh? But at least 3 locations in Uttar Pradesh, similar things have happened, Ghanshyam Tiwari. Who's going to answer about that? Are we from political parties who should be answerable now going to become citizens because we have no answers?
Navika, the state lacks preparation and resources. This is what the High Court said today. Day 435 of the pandemic. There's no helpline, there's no tracking. District level grievance redressal committee was formed today on the High Court's decision. This is the state of affairs. And you have an arrogant, unscientific chief minister who thinks everything is all right and has absolutely zero.
Let's not do cheap politics here, Navika. Let's not do cheap politics.
They have 70 plus members of parliament. They have more than 303 MLAs. And after so many public representatives, if they cannot say that where do the bodies come from,
the political
state of village after that in Uttar Pradesh, it means that they don't care. They have zero accountability, zero responsibility. Yes, on television they can go and do a PR building of Adityanath or Narendra Modi, but if history will judge them, they might also judge them.
You think there is any possibility? You think there is any possibility of any PR on these dead bodies, Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari? At some point, we need to really find where our conscience is, our collective conscience. And Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, my only request to you is that let's not leave this just to lamenting as citizens. When we have governments which we want to make because that shows how people accept you, then we must also have answers that we can give on why we failed our people. And that is the accountability that is so important. In Bihar, in Uttar Pradesh, and in any other state, anything like this happening should wake up and wake our dead conscience, because that really is denying these people even the life or a death of a human being. That's where I want to leave it tonight. Thank you very much for joining me on the news.